So in this video, I put together a few different types of examples of street theater. So it's been about a year since last May when they first started using the ATVs, like four-wheelers and dirt bikes, as part of my harassment. And they kept it going ever since. So in the first clips that I'm going to show, I'll show you clear examples of street theater with ATVs. And later in the clip, I'll show more examples of children being used in the street theater. And I'll even show proof that one of my neighbors most likely took part in basically snitching me out to get my house raided by police, and nothing came of it. I never got arrested. I never got charged for anything. Everything that the police took, they returned it. And I'll show later and I'll explain later how that was all a setup. It was all a lie. Also, to those who say, "Oh, I'm just worried, I'm paranoid, all I'm doing is focusing on all these things," I'm not. These are all clips that every day is captured, and I just happened through all these months that have passed by, just gathered them, and I want to put them all in a compilation right now. I'm not worried about none of this, I'm just showing the evidence. All of the clips that I happen to record with my phone is either because I just stepped outside and I saw street theater, or it was just undeniable and I just had to get it on a phone, or I happened to be going outside to check the mail or something. I sped this clip up because it's literally a guy on a dirt bike just riding back and forth over and over, and it's kind of slow. But that's literally all he's doing. And I didn't want to step out. There's a feature on this camera I have in my backyard that I can record live. So I heard him on the dirt bike. I kept hearing a dirt bike going back and forth. So I just had to record it. So I have it sped up. It's obvious. In this clip, I heard the dirt bike, and before I even opened my backyard door, I start recording, and as soon as I open my door, I see this. In this video, I happen to go outside and I see another four-wheeler, so I start recording. And then I go to check in the alley to see who it is, and it's a little girl on a four-wheeler, and further down is her parents in the back trunk of their car, and they're directing her. You can see that she looks back and they see me. So I end up going back inside my house. But when I go back in my house, these people pulled up right up to my yard, to my driveway, my back driveway, and stopped. And the guy got on the ATV and was just driving back and forth. Look, it's the middle of the night as I'm making my video. They have this kid out here on their four-wheeler. You see? They're out of school, but it's late night. It's lights out. That's a young girl on that dirt bike, that four-wheeler. So that kid threw this stick right here. In this video recording right here, it was at around 10:18 p.m. I'm in my living room and I hear a loud sound, not at my house, but like something hits my neighbor's wooden fence next to me. And then I hear all these kids running by. And right after that, I go out to check it out and investigate it. And if you listen close, at the very last second, as soon as I go back inside and close the door, there's a car honk. In this next clip, I didn't even see these kids come in front of the house. I just happened to open my door because I was going to check the mail. And I see these two kids just play fighting and right in front of my house. But out of any other place, right? Look, like in any other place, if you know like of my clips, there's always street theater people stopping the house. It's so obvious, right? And if you look, the one has a white shirt and black pants. I have a second clip of these same two kids going by my house doing the exact same thing. And he's wearing the exact same colors except he has in the second clip, he doesn't have sleeves. Look, you'll see. So in these next clips, the lady you see pointing at my house is one of my neighbors. Just a little bit after this, my house was raided by police on December 31st, 2025. They didn't find anything illegal like I said before, and I wasn't charged for anything. They said they had a search warrant for narcotics, but it was a lie. They found no evidence of trafficking like they suspected, and they had to return my belongings. I believe that this lady has something to do with it and the man she's with. Later in the video, I'll show her a second time. After the raid and everything happened, doing the same thing, stopping by looking at my house with the same guy. And I'll also show the footage of when the police raided my house and they knocked down my back camera with a bat. So this is the video of the detective that was in my backyard. He said he was in the alley, but he was parked right behind the car you see there. And as soon as I open the door and go out there to investigate, he tries to drive off. But I stop him and start asking him questions. I ask him, why are you parked here? He said, I just needed to stop somewhere. And my whole point is like, I'm arguing with him and I'm telling him, people don't just stop in some random person's yard. And he was trying to justify it. And the whole time he had his phone facing me, like he was recording me. And he even denied being a cop. I even asked him if he was a cop. He said no. But later on, I find out that he is. And he happens to be the exact cop that later on in this video I'll show you he breaks down my camera when they do the police raid. I just can't completely prove it because you can't see his face in this clip. And when they come and do the raid, he has a face mask on, but I saw him in his face. Pull over, I'm on my phone for a minute. Don't pull over. Why? I was just pulling over, that's all. No, I know. So I had more clips of this interaction recorded, but I didn't want to show it because there's some personal things there. But you notice how he's trying to just say, oh, I just stopped to pull over for a minute, justifying to be in someone else's backyard, like not even in the alley. So this was November 7th, 2025. And the raid happened about a month later, December 31st. Here's the footage right here. Right? There, he's hitting the camera. The guy hitting the camera happens to be that detective. You barely get a glimpse of him right there. But he covered his face. I also have proof of harassment by the mail service. This was the mailman delivering my mail one day, and around this time, I had just quit my job. And if you listen closely, you can hear the mailman saying, "Feed me." And when I saw the clip, I knew right away it was because I had just recently quit my job, and it's just a way to harass me. And they knew that the camera would be recording. So these last group of videos is a compilation of the same one guy, this tall guy that always, like almost every day, walks by my house and he's always looking at the camera. This is just a classic example of street theater.